I almost said morning. It's evening. Good evening. I have to fix my hair. I don't know why I don't look at this before I get on, but I never do. And every time I go live, I'm like, ooh, that's not acceptable. Oh. Okay. I'm going to invite a few people and then we're going to get going. Can't unsend. Oh, good morning, good evening, good whatever. All right, guys. As you hop on, if you are watching live, I want you to say hi. And if you're watching this replay, I want you to say, hey, replay. Okay? I'm going to spit this at you fast. It's going to be full of information and it's going to light you on fire. It's going to put a fire under your butt if you haven't already had one. And if you have, it's going to continue to fuel it and allow you to pour into your teams to allow them to have that same fire. Hey, Dev, can you do me a favor? Can you go to this team, to Positive Vibe Tribe, and share this in the Positive Vibe Tribe chat real quick on your phone? Thank you. So here's the deal. We're going to talk about this acronym called SIMPLE. And it's going to talk about what we do daily. It's going to kind of go in depth, but basically there are 4 things you need to do every single day to grow your business, to go to the top, to make the money, whatever. Okay. What a new person does to promote to Ruby and what somebody who's been in the business for 10 years going for double ambassador. Huh?
It's already saying Positive Vibe.
Okay. I need you to go to Positive Vibe Tribe. And I need you to share it in our Positive Vibe Tribe chat.
Oh. I don't know how to do that.
You go to the video and you click on it like you're going to watch it. And then click share. And then click Positive Vibe Tribe chat. Share in message.
Got it. Good.
You did it? Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so what you do as a new Ruby and what you do when you've been in this business for 10 years, why does my elbow feel so weird? That's better. And what you do in this business after 10 years to go double ambassador is exactly the same thing, okay? The only difference is how much of it you're doing, okay? If you're going for Ruby, 50 messages a day might be okay. If you're going for a higher promotion, Diamond, 100 might be okay. If you're going to try and take your business to a whole nother level, 300 messages might be what you need to do, okay? But what you're doing each day is the same thing. It's just about how much you're doing, okay? So we're going to go through this. And I'll probably mess up the acronyms. I should have just wrote them down first, but I didn't. Let me see if I can do that real quick so that I can make sure I don't mess this up as we go along. Because I got this from somebody else. I believe it was Katie Duke. I believe. This one is post. Let's look. Okay, I got it written down now. I won't mess them up. Okay, guys, so simple. Okay, this is all about keeping it simple, sweetie. Because here's the deal, you guys. This business isn't hard. It is simple, okay? We do the same thing every day, so it's not hard. It's simple. It's about consistency. The hardest thing that you're doing right now is keeping your mindset in the right spot, okay? And that is so simple if you are consistent with doing your self-development, okay? The first letter for simple is S. which is self-development. You guys should be doing self-development for at least an hour a day. Some people say 10 minutes. That's not enough, okay? Especially if you're working out in the world. Especially if you're having to deal with people regularly. If you're a mom, if you're a wife or a husband, if you're a dad, if you have another job, if you basically wake up every day and have any kind of interaction with the human world, then 10 minutes is not enough, and you need to make sure that you are doing at least an hour a day of personal development, okay? You can do that a few different ways. One, by doing Audible. Okay, Audible is free your first month, and after that, it's basically $15 a month, and it's a paid library card. You get 1 credit for $15, and you can return the book as much as you want and get new ones. Okay. 2 is YouTube. It's free. There's tons of top leaders, tons of personal development gurus that you should be following. Okay. We are not going to go into so much detail that I'm telling you word for word, names of everybody. So if you need names, you need to comment below names, and some of the leaders can go through and give you names. If you have an upline or an enroller still active, then you can ask them. Message me personally. I'll give you some. I don't care. I'm just not going to go through each name of the people that I listen to right now. Okay. Audible, Audible, YouTube, podcasts. You guys, we have some amazing leaders that do podcasts. You guys go watch them. Okay. If you're already doing personal development every day, I want you to drop a 1 below. Okay. And list how you're doing it. Reading an actual book, you can do that. I personally don't enjoy reading, so I'm not going to do that, but I love listening to books. Meditation and prayer. You guys, worship music for me is a really good way to grow my mind, okay? It's not just about growing your mind around business, it's about growing your mind around life, okay? So make sure you're doing that. It's going to mean that you don't have to worry about the life stuff isn't going to cause as much of an issue in your life if you're keeping your mind right, okay? The next thing you're going to do every day is which is increase following, okay? So it's adding new people, following new people on Instagram. You guys can add people from groups. And when you add people from groups, do it from an interactive post, okay? So like today, I made a post in one of my mom's groups, and it basically just said, here's a picture of my son. He's 2, he's autistic, and his favorite food is pizza. It's a picture of him holding a pizza walking down the Kroger grocery aisle, okay? And I'm like, he's obsessed with pizza. What is your child's favorite food? 300 comments, you guys. I'm going through and I'm adding every person I can add from that. And I am not just adding them, I am interacting with their comments. So I'm liking and I'm replying with something. Somebody said, my kid likes anything orange. And I'm like, I had a friend in high school who would eat anything yellow. It was her favorite food if it was yellow. And it was super, it's a personal thing. So when they see my friend request come through, they're not like, oh, she's just trying to scam me. It's like, oh, we can have something to talk about. We have kids. She understands the color thing. It's not a big deal. Okay. If you're understanding what I'm saying so far about increasing your following through groups, I want you to go ahead and drop a 2. And another way you can do that is sponsored ads. So for me, I recently searched, what did I search? Pop sockets, because I was looking for the magnetic pop socket that you can put on the back of your phone. And so when I searched pop sockets, now pop sockets keep coming up as sponsored ads on Facebook. You guys can go through and add people there because you guys have something in common. Friends of friends, adding people who like or comment on somebody else's profile picture is a great way to add friends. Somebody asked me once, well, if somebody messages you and says, do I know you? Tell them no. No, I like to add new friends, okay? This is why it's so important that your page looks really good, okay? When somebody comes to your page, they should be able to see you and not see it works, okay? It should not plaster it works all over your page. People will not add you. You should have good pictures and good posts, okay? and things that are relatable. Don't be sharing a bunch of crap on your pages, guys. It's very important, and this is why. Okay, your next thing is going to be messaging. You guys should be messaging every single day. If you are new, you should send at least 50 messages a day, okay? Because here's the deal, especially, okay, when you're new and when you've been in this business for 5 years, it should be just as simple to message people. Here's why, okay? This blew my mind a couple of days ago when I heard it, but here's the thing. For every 100 friend requests that somebody accepts, you should go and unfriend 100 people. That's how you keep it new. That's how you keep the fresh fish that are going to jump first in your inbox, or on your page, okay? It also destroys algorithm. You guys, if you have the same friends, your algorithm will go to shit, okay? I love Jesus and I cuss. When I heard this, it blew my mind, okay? So if you haven't been unfriending people, you need to go start, okay? I went and unfriended about 300 people over the last 2 days, and when I tell you that my posts are like so many likes and comments, my stories have more people viewing them, it's not a joke, okay? It's really important that you guys are unfriending just like you're friending. But messaging. When you guys are messaging people, you can message them about anything. What I was getting at with the unfriending thing is that host to post, you guys should be able to bang out 50 to 150 messages in an hour, whether you're new or not. Okay, and I was struggling with this because I wasn't unfriending enough people. I was friending a bunch of new ones, but I wasn't unfriending them. So I kept ending up going back and forth into the same messages over and over and over. You guys, I personally message from my Facebook app, not the Messenger, okay? So what I mean by that is I go to my Facebook profile, and then I go to my friends, and then I go through the alphabet and do it that way, okay? The reason for that being is in Messenger, they're showing you the people you interact with the most at the top and at the bottom. So it's just easier for me if I can go through and just go through alphabetically. It's way easier, and it's not only more organized so that I can be like, okay, today I need to start with I and go to the I's and start there. I write down at the end of the day when I finish what I'm doing, I go to my potentials list and update it every single day. And when I go to do that, I just write down what letter I need to, or what name I need to start at next. What name am I start at tomorrow, okay? If you're getting any kind of valuable information from this yet, I want you to go ahead and drop hearts below, hitting hearts, likes, tag your team. You guys, these comments are boring as hell right now. I want to see more interaction because that makes this fun. Okay, so messaging. You can message for host to post, you can message for customers, you can message for distributors. Let me tell you my personal thoughts on this, okay? And if you have something that's already working, you are already signing customers and distributors, then don't change what you're doing. Just do more of it. But let me tell you what I have learned, okay? If you are messaging, you should message for all of the same thing. And here's why I say this. If I'm messaging for host to post, I'm going to turn around and every person who makes a post for me, I'm going to ask them if they want to be a distributor, okay? If I'm messaging for host to post and I get a comment for customer on a post about a customer, before they sign up, I'm going to ask them if they'd like to go ahead and upgrade to the distributor kit so that they can get the same discount for life or same discount and get paid to use their products, okay? So I am messaging for host to post, and I am by default getting customers and distributors from that, okay? If I'm messaging for customers, when I go to sign a customer, I'm going to ask them to upgrade to distributor, and if they do, then awesome, and if they don't, then I'm still going to ask them to host to post, okay? So I'm by default getting host to post and distributors by messaging for customers. And if I message for a distributor and somebody tells me no, I'm going to ask them if they will either host to post or be a customer. Okay, so by messaging for a distributor, I'm by default getting host to post and customers. Here's why I say you should go ahead and just pick one thing and go for it. It's because if you're trying to split it up, one, it's more effort on your part to have to keep up with 50 of these, 50 of these, and 50 of these messages than it is to just do 150 messages, okay? It also takes longer because you're having to switch out what you're saying every time, especially if you don't have an iPhone. You guys are copying and pasting, so it takes longer. But like I said, you're by default getting all the same things anyway, so why would you not just stick with one thing? For me, it's Host to Post. I love messaging for Host to Post. I feel comfortable doing it. It's not asking people to buy. It's not asking people to join. But it also gives me the opportunity to really get to know people and hit those new markets, which in turn allows me to increase my following. So that's messaging. P for simple, okay? Posting. This is why I kind of touched on it before. Your page needs to look good. You guys should be posting at least twice a day. And when I say posting, I do not mean sharing. If you are sharing on your page, you need to stop now, okay? Here's the thing. If you find a funny meme, save the picture. If you can't save it, screenshot it and crop everything else out, okay? Then post it and make it personal to you. You guys, Facebook algorithm will block people from seeing things shared because they are already shared so much. Basically, if you're sharing a post, Facebook blocks your profile as spam. Okay? And when I say blocks your profile as spam, I mean like when you do go put a heartfelt post up, nobody's going to see it because of the fact that you are sharing so many things. Okay? So just don't do it. If you find a good recipe, type it out. Type it out. Go to Pinterest and find a cute picture of that recipe and type out the recipe and put it on. Make it personal. If you guys find something you want to share and you don't know how to make it personal, screenshot it and send it to your upline. Send it to your enroller. Send it to me. Send it to somebody and ask them, how can I make this more personal? Don't be afraid to take the extra 2 minutes to make a personal post because it will pay off, okay? You should also be posting call to action posts, okay? So talking about what this business has done for you. If you guys are brand new, this business is just as easy to talk about as if you've made $5 million, okay? Trust me when I tell you that people don't believe you when you tell them I make $30,000 a month right off the bat. But if you are posting about paying for your gas and paying for diapers and paying for groceries and paying for school books or paying for your nails to get done or your hair or new shoes or a pair of jeans or whatever, people not only see that and read it, but they believe it, okay? So when you're posting, please don't be afraid to say my next $100 bonus. If you've never gotten a $100 bonus, it's not a lie because the next one you get is going to pay for your gas for a month. Okay? If you are brand new and you're talking about your commission check, my next commission check or my first commission check is going to pay for my phone bill this month from social media, and I'm already on it. You guys have got to speak life over your business and you got to talk about what it's doing, okay? So don't be afraid to do that when you're posting. You also need to post your story every single day. Your story should be a combination of like what you're doing and products. Go live in your story talking about the products, talking about the business, and what it's done for you. You guys can do a recorded video. So if you're scared of going live right now, that's okay. Record the video 17 times over if you need to, but do it and do it every single day. You will never see my story where you do not see my face talking to the camera about something. I don't care if it's talking about taking my dog on a walk in the weather outside. I don't care if it's a video of me doing my coffee. You guys, save your coffee videos because here's the deal. On the days that you're in a rush that you can't stop to record the video and edit it, go upload the same video. Put a new song on it and nobody will know the difference. I promise you, I do it a lot, okay? And especially if you are new and all you have is your sample packs, record you fixing your sample packs. And like, okay, so like, here's an idea. If you have 1 cup of coffee, you can easily make 3 videos out of that 1 cup. Okay, here's how. You do 1 video of you wearing a long sleeve or a specific bracelet or from one, like seeing your whole body, make the coffee. Save it to your phone. Or take it on your phone and make sure you keep it on your phone, okay? Then you take a boomerang of you stirring the coffee with a different bracelet or a different shirt, like long sleeve, something different, a different piece of the counter. Okay, that's 2 videos. Then you do it again, you pour it into a different cup, and you stir the stuff again, and you just made yourself 3 videos from 1 cup of coffee. Okay? There is absolutely no reason why you should not be posting your story every single day. Okay? So that's P. L is look for what's working. You guys need to know what is working on your page. Okay? If you have ever thought, man, I don't get very much interaction, I want you to drop a sad face below. Okay? Drop a 7, drop a sad face, something. Here's the thing. If I make a post and it doesn't get any likes and comments, you can bet $1 billion I'm never going to make a post that looks like that again. Okay? If I make a post about Zayden, I made a post where I introduced Zayden. It was like a post as if he was talking. You can go see it. It's on my page. It's public. And it's a picture of Zayden and he's smiling, and the words are as if he's saying it and he's introducing himself. But it's my story, okay? So he's talking about me. So go read the post, but basically it's like, my name is Zayden and I have a mommy and a dot, and I have a service dog that my mom paid for in cash with something she calls her side hustle or side business or whatever, but I don't understand it, but she gets to stay home with me all day, and things like that. And so it's basically my story, but from his point of view. It got over 100 likes. I will make that story again multiple times. I'll do it again in a different way each time, okay? I will post Teddy's story, which is Zayden's service dog, but it will be my story coming from his point of view, okay? It will basically talk about how he doesn't have to stay stuck in a cage all day because I'm home all day. We'll talk about how he keeps hearing that he's paid in cash, paid for in cash, even though he doesn't really understand what that means. So things like that where I'm talking about my story, but it's coming from them, and it's going to be awesome, okay? And then I'm going to turn around, I'm going to do it with my wife, I'm going to do it with my mom, I'm going to do it with my sister, my brother, and my nephew. I don't care. I don't even have a nephew. I'll put my nephew or my cousin, my niece dog. I don't care. Everybody and their mama is going to tell my story from their mouth, okay? Because here's the deal. It's about finding the new things and about sticking with what works, okay? So don't be afraid not to do something again, and don't be afraid to reuse something similar because it works. Okay, the last one is E. It's for engage, okay? And that means not just a like as you scroll through. You shouldn't be scrolling on Facebook. If you're doing that and you don't know if you do it, you need to go delete your Facebook app and work from Messenger for 24 hours. Guarantee you will realize that you open your phone to go to Facebook and scroll a lot more than you think you do. And if you decide to do that, you need to make sure you have Instagram so you can still post to your story and to your timeline just by connecting the two. You're welcome. I have all of my newbies who tell me they don't have time to do this, along with screenshot the amount of time they spend on Facebook, because it's really important that they see that it's not as much time, or they spend a lot more time doing what they shouldn't be doing than they realize. Anyway, engaging. Okay, so this is commenting. This is not saying just liking as you scroll through. This is actually like having a conversation with somebody, okay? My favorite way to engage is through Messenger. To actually message somebody about something that's not the business, okay? And here's why. Because if I go and comment on somebody's post, there is a 9 out of 10 chance they won't remember me unless I'm doing it multiple times over multiple days. Okay, that means I have to remember who I've commented on, and I have to go back and keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And it also means that they have to have enough content that I want to go comment on it. Anybody ever gone to comment on somebody's stuff and you're like, I don't know what to comment? Like they just posted some really weird picture that I don't even understand, or some like, I don't know, like something I just have nothing to say about. Okay, this is why I do this. Okay, so I will message them and I will just say, hey, thought I'd say hi since we've never talked. How's it going? Okay, we might not have an actual full-blown conversation, but I've at least attempted to engage with them. So when I go to message them and say, hey, could you put up a post for me? It would mean a lot, and I'll put you in my drawing. Guess what? They can't say I've never attempted, because I have, and because they can sit there and see it. Okay, that's why I like Messenger. I spend like 95% of my day in Messenger. Another way you can interact and engage is with their stories. So liking their stories on Facebook will automatically go to their Messenger, or on Instagram, sending a comment. So if they post like a picture and it's really pretty, you could say, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Where is it? Where is that? Or your kids are so cute. Where'd you get that outfit? Or, oh my gosh, I love your hair. What color is that? Or where did you get it done? Or, I mean, there's just a million things you could do. And if you do it through story, it'll go to their Messenger. And that works too. So that's another way. The only reason I don't like doing that as much as I like just sending an actual message is because then it's a lot of messages in my Messenger that I don't need. And I use my Messenger as my form of organization, okay? So this is simple, and it literally boils down to posting, interacting, or posting, posting, messaging, adding new friends, and personal development. If you will break it down to those 4 things, every single day you will be successful. Your business will grow, your paycheck will grow, and you will make more money. And that's, to be real, what we're all here for, okay? It also means you look real when you're consistent with these things, okay? You guys, if you have a busy life, I want you to comment below, I'm busy, okay? I'm going to give you guys a second to do that. Comment below, because nobody's commenting. I don't understand. I see at least 5 people. Go ahead and comment below if you have a busy life. If you don't have a busy life, say, no, I'm free. And if you're busy, I want you to comment below and say, I'm busy. Okay. Now let me say something to you, because I'm about to pull out the red, okay? So if you got soft little yellow hearts, you're going to need to like hold up a shield. I don't know what to tell you because it's about to come. You're not that busy. And I don't understand why we always want to carry that badge of I'm busy. Okay? You decide whether or not you're busy. I guarantee you, if somebody comes to you tomorrow and says, I will take you on an all expenses paid vacation to wherever you want for a whole week, are you too busy? You will figure out a way to go. You will figure out a way to move things around, and people all around you will help you do it. And it's so weird because people are like, oh, well, let me take your dog out for you, or I can watch your son, or I can take him to school, or I can do... People will flock to help you when something like that comes up. Okay? You're not busy. You're not too busy. You're not busy. You just keep saying that. When you tell your time where to go and you tell yourself you're not busy, you have the ability, you have the time, you have the availability, I guarantee you your life changes. Okay? I used to say I was busy all the time. But you know what I was busy doing? I was busy watching Netflix. I was busy cleaning at the pace of a snail. I was busy picking my outfit for 3 hours. I was busy taking a shower for an hour and a half and doing whatever I did. I was busy watching Netflix. I was busy scrolling Facebook. I was busy, I'm sorry, but you're not. Okay? If you've ever said I'm busy and you really weren't, then you have automatically put yourself into I'm too busy. Even though you might not be, even though you're not. You get to make time for yourself. It is your job to tell your time where to go. Okay? We have 4 things that we need to do every day to grow our business. And if you sit here and say that you are too busy to do them, or I'm busy and I just didn't have time to do them, that's your choice. Okay, I chose today that I was going to put my phone away for more time than I normally do so that I could play outside with my son more one-on-one time. And I chose to drink a cup of coffee at 10 o'clock at night so that I could stay up and get my work done because I'm not busy. Okay, I could be busy sleeping, but that would not be productive for my paycheck. Okay, you guys have the option of how to run this business, but you have to run the business. Okay, so here's the deal. You can do a few different things. Some people work this business throughout the day on the go. Totally fine. Some people choose to work this business in power hour increments, which is what I do personally every day. I do a power hour in the morning, one in the afternoon while he takes his nap, and then again in the evening, okay? Every single day. Every single day. The only day I don't do 3 power hours is Sunday, and I do a long one in the afternoon. And that's because I'm at church in the morning, and in the evening we have the family call. And I usually do a 30-minute power half hour after the family call. Okay, so if you guys want to do a power hour, just shoot me a message and we will do it together. I'm almost always available to get onto a working Zoom with you and do it. Okay, but here's the deal. Whatever way you want to do it, whether it's power hour or throughout the day, or I have a girl, shout out to Alicia, who sets timers on her phone, and each timer for each hour has a different task for her to do so that she can get it done. If you want to do that, that's fine. Find out what works for you and what you need to do, and then do it. But quit telling people you're busy. Quit telling people you don't have time to do this. Quit telling yourself that, okay? Your tongue has the power of life and death. Okay, and that's not just like physical life and death, it's spiritual, it's emotional, it's whatever. Okay? We're talking biblical here. Now you want to talk scientific? Go watch The Secret. What you say, think, and do is what is going to happen. If you constantly are saying, I'm busy, guess what? You're gonna be too busy. In your mind. It's not even a physical thing, it's in your mind. Okay, there is something that Pam always does that is about thoughts. And I'm sure that if you've ever watched her or listened to her, you've done this. And it's basically where you take a 24-hour period and you write down every single thought you have over 24 hours. And you realize you have a lot more thoughts than you think you do throughout the day. I challenge you, do it with your time. Write down every minute of every single thing you do all day for 24 hours. I guarantee you're going to find a lot of time where you didn't do much or where you didn't do something that was productive to your life. Okay? You're not busy. You're just telling yourself you are. And as soon as you decide you're not too busy to do the things you need and want to do, your life will change. Okay? This job is simple and you just have to do it. Okay? Quit making excuses. Quit saying, I don't have time to send out 100 messages today, but I'll do it tomorrow. Because tomorrow's going to come around and your dog's going to get a broken leg. You're going to have to go to the vet and you're going to have this extra bill and then you're going to be stressed about the extra bill. And because you're stressed, you didn't even think about doing your personal development. And because you were at the vet for 2 hours waiting for x-rays and pain medication for your dog and getting it casted up, you didn't send out your messages because there wasn't good service in there. And instead of sitting outside where you got service, you sat inside in case they needed to call you back, which they didn't do for 2 hours. So you literally just wasted 2 hours sitting in a lobby debating on whether or not you're going to go outside, and you could have just done it in the first place. Okay? Do you see how easy and how fast thing changes? It happens the same way, the opposite way. Okay? Your dog breaks his leg. But the good news is you've been consistent with your personal development, so the whole way to the vet, you're able to pray. You're able to meditate and speak life over whatever's happening. You get to the office and they say, okay, it's probably going to be a while. Did you want to stay here or you want to leave? You say, I'm going to stay here. But guess what? You've been consistent with your messages and you earned a $100 bonus and you order Uber Eats to bring you some lunch. And then you sit outside drinking your milkshake, your frosted lemonade from Chick-fil-A, and you brought your Fat Fighters with you because they're in your purse, and so now you're taking Fat Fighters, so you're blocking fats and carbs while you're eating Chick-fil-A and you're sending messages and making another $100 bonus. Do you see how easy that was? Okay, life is busy. It's always going to be busy, but you decide whether or not it's busy or it's time management. They're not the same thing, okay? So I really, really encourage you guys from now on, when you go to say I'm busy, okay, I want you to say something different. Quit saying you're tired all the time. I have great energy. I feel great. I'm ready to go. Okay? I'm the least morning person you will ever meet, but you will never catch me getting out of bed saying I'm tired in the morning. Because I know damn well if I say I'm tired, I'm going to be more tired than if I say I'm ready to go. Okay? I may look a hot mess, but I'm going to say I'm prepared. I spent the last hour getting ready, y'all. I am ready. Okay? It's about what you say that leads to what you do. The power of the tongue, you guys. Okay? You just learned how simple this business is. You just learned what you need to be doing every day. You just learned what not to say and how to get around the things you've been saying. Now it's time for you to go implement them. It's time to go put them to practice. You guys, if you're still up right now, I really, really want to challenge you. Get off of this and send 50 messages before you go to bed. You can do it in 10 minutes, easy. Okay? Send 50 messages. If you're going to take the challenge, I want you to drop below #challenge accepted. Okay? And then I want you to go send those 50 messages and then come back and like your comment after you've done it. Okay? Take the challenge. You guys want these things to happen in your life. It's time for you to make them happen. All of you can do this. It is so simple. Do it. Just do it. Nike that shit and do it. Okay? Just do it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you comment replay. If you hopped on at the end, please take the time to go back and watch it, even if it's tomorrow, because I feel like I really spent a lot of time praying and thinking about this, and I think that God spoke through me, and you're going to find something of good use in this video. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.